Welcome to Turn the Page. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good evening, or good night. The Truman Show. Classic. I've been getting up at 5 a.m, specifically on days that I train, to eat before I do my training sessions. This is probably not really a very good place for me to record right now. I ended up getting an MRI. So, I'm probably not telling this story very well. I was in a car accident. I was hit by a car when I was cycling. This was about 3 years ago. And ever since then, I did rehab, I recovered, I felt as if I was good and, started to increase my workouts and started running again. And I started noticing the pain. So in the MRI results, it basically shows degeneration in the lumbar spine. So in 2 of the discs of my lumbar spine, there's degeneration. Then there's some fasciate joint degeneration as well. And then there's a small disc protrusion. The good news is that there's no nerve compression. I can continue on with Hyrox, and I just need to adapt my training. 3 weeks out from Hyrox, but I'm just following the guidance and instructions of my specialists. This issue is fixable. That's the really good thing about this. And apparently everybody's walking around with an L4, L5 disc bulge type scenario thing, but they just don't know it. So that's a positive, I think. No, it's not. I don't know what that says, right? Yes, so that is my situation. I am still going to go to the training session today, which is soon. Training smarter, not harder. But there's always that voice, right? That voice that says to you, go harder, go faster. It's a very conflicting thing because pushing yourself too hard, sometimes that's just not good for you, right? So that is my situation in a nutshell. I need to practice what I preach. And one of the things that I said was success isn't crossing that finish line with inspirational music playing in the background. And 100%, it's not. It's about adapting, right? I've got to train smarter, not harder. That's what we're going to do. We are going to listen to the advice of the specialists, which has been very difficult. Even one of the girls last week, was it last week or the week before, I started doing things that I really wanted to do, and she had to remind me, right? Because I had that voice that goes, just do it. You can do it because it's not that bad. And yeah, that's the voice. That's Sambo Demo. If you haven't been listening to any of my previous episodes, Sambo Demo. This voice likes to stir me up a lot. And sometimes other people around you, which is why it's so good to be training with a group of people as well, they just kind of call you out because it's good that people do that. 99% of the time they've been through it, so they've experienced it. And, those are good people. Those are good people that are looking out for you. So very lucky to be training with a really good group of people. I got a haircut. I like it, but I did wake up this morning looking like a mushroom. All right, so I'm going to go to my training class now. So I'm taking you along with me. Yeah, let's go. All right, girls. I'm doing it only because I see you doing them. So I did the burpees without my jumper on because it's pretty cold out here. Even though the sun's out, it is freezing. My hands are getting a bit red there. But yeah, I'm not doing a fast run and I'm on grass. So I'm really not pushing myself on the run, so I think that's okay. I think everything else in today's session is going to be pretty good for me to do. Not going to push it, or not like what I normally do. I really enjoy running. It's just something that I always love doing. I mean, I'm not the best runner, but I just love the way that it feels. I love the way that my body moves, as in I enjoy the feeling of all of the motions. Some people don't really understand that. They're like, "You're crazy, woman. Who likes running?" I like running. I like it a lot. So this feels good. I'm not noticing any pain. I would like to go faster, but I'm not going to do that. Training smarter, not harder. Yeah, we can't all be David Goggins, right? Some people are just not designed to push through the pain. I think it's listening to your body. Because you know, right? You know when you're pushing yourself too much. I kind of knew I was, but at the same time, I was enjoying it. And then you wake up one morning with a sharp pain and you know something's not right. So yeah, that's it. I gotta get to it. Pretty good. I'm not feeling any back pain or pain in the tendinopathy, and I don't know if that's because I've cut back on my training sessions. I'd say it would be, but I never really noticed the pain when I'm working out. When I'm doing the sessions, it's the next day. So I have noticed since I've cut back on my gym sessions and I've cut out a few other things. Swimming, not because swimming's bad, but I just wanted to minimize some classes. We'll take out some classes, and swimming just wasn't working with my schedule. But I'm actually going to start swimming again this week. Oh, today's Sunday, so I have a session tomorrow morning, 5 a.m, 5:30 swim session. I think the hardest thing is trying to activate the glutes, because something such as the lunges, I don't feel it in my glutes. I feel it everywhere else but my glutes. And that's what I'm trying really hard to work on at the moment, with my physio as well. And it's very frustrating when you're thinking and trying to focus on the butt, and it's your calf that you're feeling. So yeah, it's not easy trying to figure out where the issue is. I think the gait analysis as well as strength and power test, I do think those testings really did help, and it does explain certain muscles on the right. I'm also doing a lot of rehab, which is helping the right, which is why it's stronger. Okay.
If you're a bit injured.
Yeah, I think I was just told to stay away from heavy loads. Yeah. And I feel like I'm pushing
That's
this.
pretty good, but
yeah.
Probably is your body weight, isn't it?
65. I think I'm 65 now. Because I feel like I've been putting on a bit. Because I haven't. I've had to cut back on stuff. It just feels weird, like when you stop training as much as what you did. It does. And I know it's important, but
how's that?
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it's just that initial kickoff. Easy. Is it just once? That sled was quite easy to push because of the turf that we have. It's actually impossible to push on this frozen grass, which is why we bring out the turf. also, I think it glides a little too easy, but I have pushed more than that. And again, it was still very easy to push. It must suck if on comp day you have a section of, I don't know if it's called turf as well, that it just allows the sled to glide over it. Wouldn't you be pissed if you were one of those people that was just struggling because of the terrain? Well, not terrain, but the surface. Sun is out. It's one of the best things about Perth is our winters are really not winters. We might get a really bad storm once in a blue moon, but we're pretty fortunate. In terms of water, well, that's a different story. I'll be complaining about that when we run low. Yeah, I'm taking it easy. I actually am taking it easy. You don't know how bad I want to push myself. I'm not even working up a sweat. I might be a little out of breath, but there is no sweat. There is no sweat right now. That's not to say that if you're not sweating, you're not working out. Start reaching like 191 in your heart rate. And now what? I'm not even in the 100. I'm at 95. It's not saying that that's a bad thing, and I don't want to like gloat or sound up myself, or you know, I'm not trying to be audacious in any sort of capacity. Mel, who is our trainer for Hyrox, is pretty good at calling me out, so I think it's much better to be training in a group. Although I do like my one-on-one sessions. No one tells me off in those. Continuing on, still not really working up a sweat, but that's okay. One of the things I really like about running is you're in your own thoughts. When I was doing ultras, I just loved being out in the bush, just in my own thoughts. Like, I felt really at peace. I wouldn't even focus on the pain or the feeling in my feet, blisters, all that sort of stuff. I just really loved it. It's just such a nice experience being out in nature and running. So with those dumbbell step ups, the 20 box was a little too much, I think, for the right side. So when I was stepping up on the right, I was feeling a pull in the groin, which isn't good. So I went to a lower level. I don't know, whatever you call those friggin' things. Anyway, That was a lot better. And I could actually feel it on my glute, like I could focus on my glute. I think when I was lunging too far up, I was focusing on trying to get up as opposed to what my glute could actually do for me. I think that's what's kind of happening with my mind, and trying to listen to my body and feel what feels right and what doesn't. It's the hardest thing. It's really difficult for me. Yeah, I think my body's just so used to, I'm sorry if the wind is affecting the sound right now. I think my body's so used to activating other muscles because it's going, hey, I don't want to use you. I don't feel comfortable with it, so I'm going to use other muscles. And I think I've just adapted to that. So I need to adapt to actually doing my movements correctly. And yeah, training smarter, have to use your brain, and my brain needs to be activated. But no, I'm having a lot of fun at the same time. I just wish I had been using the right body parts in the right movements. Corrected. I think I'm pushing more than that on the day, so maybe I could have put an extra weight on there. But look, we're training smarter, not harder. I'd rather be at my full potential on the day of the comp. The aim of the competition has changed. It is to have fun. And that is one thing that I really enjoy about training, just in general. I don't actually have anything specific to train for. I'm not trying to be an athlete. I'm not trying to win a prize. I am just doing this because I enjoy the community. I enjoy moving my body. I love waking up early in the morning. I am an early morning person. And I feel as if you're healthier. In some ways, you're getting stronger. I'm doing the Hyrox comp because I'm not trying to beat a time. I'm doing it because I actually enjoy it. And that is the goal of this competition. It's just to have fun with it, to finish it, and not get an injury. It's that voice. I've got to quieten the voice. Sambo Demo. Hush. Shut the fuck up. And just let me be. Let me be. Let me enjoy this moment.